Welcome to the Solicitation and Fundraising Registration Training Module, facilitated by Engagement Leadership and Service. This module will focus on best practices and the process for registering a fundraiser or drive intended to collect monies or goods. The objectives of this training module include the following: better understand what constitutes solicitation, better understand the process for submitting on-campus solicitation requests, and better understand policies and best practices for fundraisers and collection drives, including the USG Board of Regents policy. What is solicitation? Solicitation is defined as the act of requesting money or funds for any reason, seeking agreement to pay, taking subscriptions, selling merchandise or services, partnership with a commercial entity, or offering materials or privileges to others via promotion or advertisement. The solicitation policy applies to solicitation activities by campus organizations, commercial vendors, nonprofit or charitable organizations, and individuals, as well as affiliated organizations. For the purpose of this training, we will focus on the policy as it relates to registered student organizations soliciting on campus. Solicitation conducted by student organizations must be for the benefit of the student organization or a registered nonprofit or charitable entity. Solicitation cannot benefit an individual. Vendors or commercial entities cannot be promoted on campus without approval. Approval is only for very limited circumstances, such as when a commercial entity acts as a sponsor for an event. All sponsorship activities must be conducted in accordance with the solicitation policy and may not include commercial sales. Provisions for proceeds from the solicitation must be included in the request for approval to conduct the solicitation. A representative of the sponsoring student organization must be present at all times during solicitation activities involving an outside vendor. Activities may not interfere with university programs or functions, be inconsistent with classifications and uses of university facilities, conflict with existing university-operated services or contracts, or present an unreasonable danger to health and safety. Those conducting a solicitation on campus shall not engage in unlawful activity, misrepresentation, misleading or fraudulent trade practices, and may not display, distribute, or sell items which are illegal or prohibited by Board of Regents or University of Georgia policy. Any items featuring UGA trademarks or logos must receive prior approval from the Office of Trademarks and Licensing. Posting of banners, signs, and other such methods of notification on university buildings, fences, or other facilities is prohibited. Violation of any time, place, or manner limitations, damage to university property, or outstanding debt to the university may result in revocation of the permission to engage in the activity or denial of permission to engage in future activities. Generally permitted solicitation activities include the following: bake sales, selling tickets or registration for an event, t-shirt sales, plant sales, craft sales, monetary donations, canned food drives, book drives, hygiene product drives, or collecting goods via a resource drive. For bake sales, note that food at student organization fundraising events or activities must be prepackaged or vendor prepared. The sale of food prepared by members will not be approved. For t-shirt sales, note that any item featuring UGA trademarks or logos must receive prior approval from the Office of Trademarks and Licensing. If you are interested in fundraising or collecting items, a fundraising/collection permit request must be submitted via the Student Organization Support Request form on the Involvement Network. Submit permit requests at least 2 weeks prior to the event to allow for sufficient request processing time. Give specific information when filling out the fundraising request. This includes proposed date, time, and location, co-sponsors, if applicable, vendors used, if applicable, approval for the use of UGA trademarks on merchandise, if applicable, and provisions for funds raised. Plan well in advance to have a fundraising/collection permit prior to reserving space. Note that approval of a fundraising request is not a confirmation of an on-campus space reservation. You need to receive a fundraising/collection permit from ELS before placing a reservation with Campus Reservations Events and Technical Services, also known as CRETS, if your organization plans to fundraise or solicit in any way during an on-campus meeting or event. Once the permit is received, ensure the permit is available throughout the duration of the event. Limitations regarding commercial entities include the following. Partnership with a commercial entity and/or offering materials or privileges to others via promotion or advertisement is an example of solicitation. This can include sponsorships, vendors on site, or advertisement of commercial vendors. Commercial solicitation via brand ambassadors is prohibited. Vendors or commercial entities cannot be promoted on campus without approval. Note that there is a difference between open versus closed events. Commercial entities may not be permitted to openly promote. This could include tabling on Tate Plaza or free/open campus-wide events. However, there is more freedom at closed events. This could include an event with a specific invitation list that is held in a non-public space. Limitations regarding raffles include the following. Raffles are illegal in the state of Georgia and are prohibited without a proper license from the Athens-Clarke County Sheriff's Office. A raffle is any type of drawing where you can increase your odds of winning by purchasing more tickets. Tickets that are paid for entries constitutes a raffle. A prize may only be awarded using a system where entry is totally free and the prize winner is chosen randomly. An example includes purchasing a ticket to play hole-in-one golf for a chance to win a meal voucher is constituted as a raffle. However, if no purchase is necessary to play the game, this is not considered a raffle. Additional limitations include the following. Engagement Leadership and Service will not approve fundraising requests for on-campus solicitation by student organizations when alcohol is involved. Ongoing solicitation by student organizations is limited to specific dates and locations over one semester. And off-campus solicitation with commercial entities may not be promoted on campus. An example includes percentage nights. The following is information regarding donation drives. Consider the impact of your drive and whether monetary donations could be more beneficial. For example, donations for disaster relief can be problematic if you collect unsolicited items. If you do decide to host a donation drive, seek permission from offices or departments prior to setting up collection boxes or areas. Include the location of collection areas in the fundraising/collection permit request form. Provide the solicitation permit to the host office or department where collections will be held. And monitor donation boxes/areas regularly and clearly provide contact information for easy communication regarding the drive. The following is information regarding peer-to-peer payment. Venmo, PayPal, Square Cash, and other peer-to-peer payment services are fast and easy, but present limitations and risks to student organizations. It is not recommended that student organizations use peer-to-peer payment services for dues, donations, t-shirt orders, etc. Transactions can be difficult to track. Fake accounts can present issues of fraud and confuse organization members or potential donors. And accountability for individuals receiving funds can be inconsistent. If peer-to-peer payment is used, consider accountability for the member that receives funds on behalf of the organization. Transaction notes should include the organization name, amount paid, and what the funds go toward. The following is information regarding payment portals that you can set up through the UGA One Card office. If you have an agency account or receive student activity fee allocations, you can set up a secure payment portal through the UGA One Card ticketing services. Student activity fee funded organizations must use the ticket office for ticket sales, merchandise sales, donations, or dues collections. The payment portal can be used for club dues, merchandise or ticket sales, or donations. Examples include event tickets, member dues, or fundraisers. Find out more information and how to set up a payment portal on the One Card Office website. The link is provided in the YouTube video description. The following is contact information for Engagement Leadership and Service and auxiliary services. Engagement Leadership and Service is located at 102 Tate Student Center. Our email address is ugaels@uga.edu, and our phone number is 706-542-6396. Auxiliary Services houses the solicitation policy. John Hall is the manager of the solicitation policy. Don's email is jonhall@uga.edu, and phone number is 706-540-5290. This concludes the Solicitation and Fundraising Training Module. Thank you.